All right, Stan. This is Alex here. I was told to do a video of your van. Do a little rundown of your van real fast. We'll see if I can cover everything. Here she is, man. Really pretty. The metallic paint. I love it. Let's see. I'll start at the outside, and then we'll kind of make our way inside. I'll touch on things that I think are self-explanatory and try to dig into some more detailed stuff, but we'll see where it goes. So off the bat, you got your suspension. You got the dial here. 3 is your stiff setting. 1 is your soft setting. This middle portion lets you dial, uses micro dial. So you have the big dial here, and then you have the micro dial there, which only works for number 2. And that will allow you to really become the princess and the pea, if you wish. Really dial in your settings. Typically, like for me, I use stiff setting when I'm going on the highway, windy roads, or I want really responsive driving. I go to 1 when I'm going off-road, or even sometimes around town. I don't know, it just depends. Give those a feel, see what you like. Yeah, I don't know, you can adjust each corner, so, but usually I go like the same all around. So those are the fronts. There's the back there. So pretty easy to adjust. Skipping here, here's your shore power plug. It's a 15 amp plug, just a regular cord, and I'll get back into that once I get into the electrical stuff. But that's your shore power plug. All you need to do is plug it in and turn on your inverter, which I'll show you inside. Here's your back portion set up. Nothing really to do there. You're gonna mount your monster box and all that stuff. Let's see. You shouldn't have to get up on your roof, but you have a ton of room up there. And let's see. Oh yeah, let's pop the hood. Okay, just pop the hood. Here's your Bantam. All your auxiliary circuits can hook up there, at which we have power going basically under your seat, and you have a fuse under your seat, which, I mean, you should never have to get to, but yeah, it's under your seat base. But again, all you need to do is to tap into right there and kind of do all your wire runs that you want to do for outside auxiliary lighting and all that good stuff, which is going to be powered off of your factory secondary battery here, which is pretty sweet, tucked in tight with your S-bar. So, and you had additional things tied in to that factory side. I'd have to show you exactly which one, but there's some additional buttons and stuff, outlets that most vans don't get, but this one was super loaded, so you got some additional, see, like the USB-C and 12 volt outlet. So that's gonna be all your S-Pod stuff. That's gonna be where you control it. that's where it's going to be powered from. You got a fuse, an additional kind of like a relay area right there, which goes to your Bantam. So yeah, that's all ready to rock and roll. Should be pretty easy setup for anyone. Yeah, let's see. Power door. I'm not sure how. I probably won't spend much time on the actual Sprinter side of things, but yeah, power door. Sometimes it's a little finicky. You got to retrain it every once in a while, but not that big a deal. Let's see here. Let's get into, okay, these buttons here, Stan. You got going right here. Got another one. So one of them is for your entry light, and if you press and hold, you can dim that. It's got a memory. Your other one on the pillar is for your overhead lights, and again, that's press and hold to dim, and it's also got a memory. So you got the buttons there. You have an additional switch right there for your overhead lights, and then we have one on the D pillar as well. That's those are your overhead lights. So 3 places, and yeah, let's see. So that's how you control your lights. Nice handle. Let's see. Let's get in here. So yeah, I guess right now we got your pedestal tables in their down position. That's what it seems. That seems to be in the best position when you're traveling. So let's go up to the kind of the electrical cabinet. This is your Victron BMV, which I believe you're familiar with. Gives you all the information that really you need. I mean, percentage. We're getting 50 amps from your Orion right now, which is awesome. That thing's sweet. Pushing a lot of juice. Voltage, and if you maintain what you're doing here, it's an infinite amount of power. I was mentioning the switch. So this is your overhead light switch, and then right here is actually your inverter switch. We're trying to go to a more simple switching style, and it works awesome. Yeah, so that's your on-off switch for your inverter, and then this is your breaker panel here, and you can have additional circuits, but those are spare for now. So yeah, you got your driver side outlets, and then we have your passenger side outlet. So you got a couple outlets on your driver side, so here in the front, and we figured that your galley was going to be here to the left, so we wanted to have the ability to plug in like an induction cooktop or whatever to the left, or yeah, so you could set it on your galley. But so yeah, that's going to be the forward cabin outlets, your passenger or your driver side. And again, there's another one here. Let me show you in the back. Right there, and then so these outlets are GFCI protected. So even that front outlet, even though it's not a GFCI receptacle, it is still protected. Right now your bed is all the way up. You have some storage in here. honestly, there's some good room in here for some soft goods or what have you. But I don't think it would be necessarily. I don't think you could store, like, I don't know, kettlebells in there. but you got a lot of space. You know, I try to protect the wires as best I can, but also if this ever did have a problem, the layout is pretty simple to anyone who knows what they're doing. But really, you shouldn't really have to ever check on this stuff. One thing you do need to download is the Victron app, which your other van had, so you should have that to continue to update your Orion, update your solar charge controller, and that's your BMV right there, your shunt. You have the ability to isolate your loads here. Your AC has an individual breaker, and then like all the DC loads, so you can really isolate any problem, any potential problem. Hopefully you don't have any, and smooth sailing. This is your main shut-off switch. If you ever did want to shut off your system, that's where that is, and it completely shuts off. But really, I mean, with solar, and if you have everything actually like shut off, I mean, you don't, as far as like the components, you don't have your fan running and stuff, you don't really need to shut that off. I don't think. Or what I always tell customers, use it. Try to drain the power, honestly. Use as much as you can. I don't think you're going to. Maybe in peak 110 degree summer when you're using your AC all the time. But yeah, just kind of test that out. But don't be afraid to use your power. You got a lot of it. Shower port. So we haven't been doing a lot of pressure fills, but yeah, you got your hook up a regular hose, and you screw it on. Make sure there's a good seal to fill up your tank, and it should fill up fairly quickly. And you'll be able to hear it, and when you're done filling it, there's an overflow here, and it overflows and it drains. So it's a 1/2 inch overflow, and so when you have it connected, just monitor it when you're filling up your water tank, because yeah, if you leave it pressurized to like a city connection that's pushing a lot more water out than a 1/2 inch fitting can handle, your tank is super robust, but it'll balloon up, and it might cause an issue. So I would monitor when you're filling your tank. There's your accumulator, your strainer, water pump. Sometimes you occasionally check your strainer, but make sure your water level is below the strainer level, and get any debris out of there. It'll protect your water pump and keep it functioning like it's supposed to. But other than that, yeah, there's not really room for storage. Maybe some soft goods and stuff, but yeah, got your outlet over there on the other side, 110, 120, whatever. This is your water pump switch, and I would suggest to leave that off whenever you're not in the van. And yeah, and then this is your electric ball valve. Not sure how long it takes to drain it, but just leave that open. Single press on, single press off, and it closes up. pedestal. These tables are heavy, so that's where I was suggesting you keep these down in transit. There's legs. Let's see, what else? Let's see, let's move to the... So each one of these USBs stand has an on-off switch. The cigar portion is always lit, or is always on, but the USB-Cs have a little on-off button, so like at night you could turn it off if it's too bright. So let's see. Oh yeah, so see, you can turn on and off. Got little covers there. Let's see here. Let me get up top real fast. There's your solar. Again, lots of deck space up here. Lots of room for activities. Okay, going back here. So those are your 110 outlets, which are controlled right here. So GFCI protected, and then also protected here from the with an additional breaker, which is here. This is kind of your utility closet. Don't store anything in here, but it's available for maintenance if anything does go wrong. Again, we like to have stuff super accessible. Right here's your solar breaker. We have it in here, so you don't necessarily have to have this open to get to any of your fuses, or to shut off your solar, or if something happens, I mean that's a solar breaker, or if you're gonna have electrical work done, you shut off the solar here and nothing, and then you shut off your power here, and you're not gonna get any residual power from the sun. Euroloft has your lock position. Don't lose those keys. And then, I mean, it's pretty simple to use. Adjust the straps. Like we had it, for example, had it as low as it could go with that exposed motor. And then we cinched it down, tightened up the straps, and yeah, that thing wasn't swinging or moving anywhere. So yeah, just see where that best works for you. Pretty sweet system. So yeah, we have it in the position where if you press up the whole time, it'll go into the most upper position. There's your AC over there. We have your remote. I have a couple. You got your AC remote and your fan remote, and also like your element fire extinguisher and stuff. One thing, again, wish that we could meet, but that's something where, like, I don't know, each individual person has their preference of where they want their controllers or whatever. For example, I keep mine up front with me so I could reach back and turn on my max fan while I'm driving or whatnot. So I don't know, just a preference. So yeah, that's what's going on behind this cabinet here. S-bar, we got a separate YouTube video for that, but lots of cool things you could do with this. Timers, calendars, fan only mode, but really efficient heater. I found when I'm camping, like 58 degrees for infinity with the window open, some nice cross ventilation with 2 adults and 2 small dogs. That's what I like. But anyway, yeah, I get your sweet. Got sweet ventilation. Just need some window covers maybe in the winter, but I think you're in a warm climate. Lagoon tables. Be careful not to strip those. Don't over tighten them, because you'll strip out a plastic component that will make it not function like it's supposed to. Let's see here. You got your under cab lights that are we have them on touch buttons. So under cab and the cab separation, we find those to be the places that we'd like to put them. I mean, there's your entry light. Shoot, I don't know what else. There, download the Victron app. I'm gonna upload this and enjoy your van. Pretty sweet setup, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Later.